Okay, hello everyone. So today we'll be covering the grade 4 math PT. Let's start. So what do we have to do here? How many cubes like the one shown below are needed to fill the cuboid? So how many of these will fill this shape, this cuboid? So what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to find the volume of both of them and check how many of these smaller cubes you'll be fit into the larger cube. So here what will you do? 1, which is on the side, it will be, and this one, it will also be considered 1 because all the sides and this are equal. They're saying they're all 1. So 1 here and 1 on this side, right? So 1 times 1 times 1. Now this shape you can see it has all equal sides. That's why I multiplied 1 times 1 times 1. On the other cube you can see that this one is going to be 6 times 4 times 2. So what is 6 times 4? It's 24. 24 times 2 will give you 8 and 4, 48. So how many cubes can you fit inside of these 48 cubes? Remember, so the volume is 48 and you know this one it has a volume of 1. So you can fill up to 48 cubes. Again, if you have any questions, please do ask me in the comments down below. Or there's my email as well, you can directly reach me. So here, what is the smallest angle? You can see that the smallest angle is when it will have the rays that will be like this, smaller, right? So the first one. The next one, now here, what is a reflex angle? Reflex angle is the angle that's outside the lines, okay? So we're just going to choose A. Here, which two angles together would make a one complete turn? That will be angle E, because remember, it's outside, right? All the angles are on the inside, so you won't be able to complete that without an outside angle. So choose angle E, and the other one, it's going to be, you can also figure it out, you can make lines here, like this and like this. So you can see here, they're completely making a complete turn. The other ones, if you say B, B is too big. Look at the lines, they're too far apart. So that's why we're going to choose D and E. Here, what is the perimeter for garden? Remember, there are two ways to find perimeter. Either you follow the formula to length plus width, or you just count how many there are. So we can count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 are here. Again, it's going to be 8 above. And 1, 2, 3, 3 on this side, and again 3 will be on the other side. Keep in mind, you can just count one of these sides, but make sure that it's correct. So you can write the number on the top and on the left and the right, okay? So what will you do here? It will be 8 plus 8 plus 3 plus 3. So this is the perimeter. So 6 plus 16, right? This will give you 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top, 22. So the first answer is 22. The next one, what are you doing? Is you're finding length times width. That's length times width. You already know, we found out that the length here is 8 and the width is 3. So what's 8 times 3? 24. There you go. The next one, Keith's rectangular garden has the same area as Sam's garden, but a smaller perimeter. So what is here? They're giving us a hint that the area is same. So what does that mean? It will be 24 in this shape, and it's going to be 24 for the Keith's rectangular. So what are we going to do? But it's smaller perimeter. So let's focus on what's given to us and what's easy for us. So that will be the area's garden, which is same, so 24. So let's see what two numbers multiplied together give you 24. Look, 8 times 3, right? 12 times 4. 12 times 2, sorry. 12 times 2. And 6 times 4. Now, what exactly is done here is that you can see they're saying the perimeter is small. So we can't have it as 12 and 2, right? Because here the perimeter is going to be larger. You're going to add 12 plus 12 plus 2 plus 2. So we cannot do that, right? Even though the area is 24. The perimeter is smaller. They told us a hint. So 6 times 4 will be the answer. But what are they asking for here? Only the length. So you'll only write 6. Let's go to the next one. Here, which is the youngest cat, that will be easy for you. The youngest cat is Bella, so we'll just choose that. The next one. Now here, each point on the below graphs represents one of the cats. Now you can see here, this is where the mass in kilograms is, and here is age in years. So what are you supposed to do here? You'll be checking that they're saying for CC. So CC is which? It's 4 years, and the kilograms are 5.1. So we'll choose 4 years here. We'll go to 4 years first. where it's the x-axis, always try to go on the x-axis first and then extend it to the y-axis. You see here is 5.1, which is D. So I'll be choosing D here. The next one, what you can do is, what is the warmest city? Now look here, they've given you all the negative numbers. Now remember that on number line, I'll show you this is 0 and 1. On the number line, focus on numbers that are actually less negative if you want the temperature to be higher. I'll repeat that again. Always keep the temperatures, if you want them higher, the negative numbers will be smaller. Okay, so here -2 is bigger than -3. So this one is bigger. So when you go on the right, keep that in mind. When you move the numbers to the right, they're getting bigger. Okay, and here -4. So -3 is larger than -4. So what are you going to choose? Berlin. Now Paris is 11 degrees warmer than Minsk. Now remember, 11 degrees warmer than Minsk, what does that mean? Plus 11, because they're saying warmer. It's getting hotter. So Minsk, where does Minsk? Minus 10. So -10, what you can do here, you can make the whole number line. You can try where your -10 is, you can make it here. So -10, okay? -10, -9, -8, -7, -6, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, and 0 and 1. Make the number line as long as you can, so it will be easy for you. Now let's choose another color. We're exactly on -10. Now it's warmer, so it means the temperature is going higher, so we'll move to the right. Now when we're moving to the right, how many times are we supposed to jump? 11 times. So 11 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Where did it land? At 1. So that's going to be your answer, 1. Okay? You can always do it this way because it's easier and you can see if there is any mistake that you're doing. Which is the odd one out? So now let's simplify them, right? So 10 over 15. Remember the divisibility rule of 5. I will tell my students who I tutor is that whenever you remember the divisibility rules, they'll help you a lot in simplifying. So whenever there is a number that ends in 0 or 5, in the numerator and denominator, you can directly divide by 5. So you'll divide by 5 here, divide by 5 here, which is 2 over 3. Okay, we got 2 over 3 here. Good job. The next one is 2 over 3. We already know that. 8 over 12. Now 8 over 12, another thing that they're both even. Remember 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, all of those numbers are even. So you can always divide, and both the numbers, I mean, the numerator and the denominator. You can divide by 2. So it will be 4 over 6. Now again, you can simplify this more. As you can see, both of them are even again. So divide by 2 and divide by 2. So that will be 2 over 3. There you go. It's 2 over 3 again. Now 1 over 2, and then there's 20 over 30. Right? 20 over 30 again. Divisibility rule of 10. Whenever two numbers, the numerator and the denominator ending in 0, you can cross out the zeros. You can divide them by 10. Okay? And you can cross out the zeros. And that will be 2 over 3. Again, this is 2 over 3. So which one is odd one out? The 1 over 2. This is how you're supposed to do this question, okay? Now, here, for example, our simplified version is 2 over 3. You can see that, right? What are we simplifying to? 2 over 3. Now, what did they do? They said that we're supposed to write another fraction of the same values in other 4 fractions. These ones, they mean these ones, right? As 2 over 3. But with the denominator is 24. Now, 3 multiplied by what gives you 24? 8. And whatever number you multiply the bottom, you also multiply the top. So 8. That will be 16. 16 over 24. Let's go to the next one. Now let's go to the next one. So here, what are our rods? You will see that here, which rod is 3/4 of rod A? 3/4. So 3 over 4, right? Now 3 over 4 of rod A. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're supposed to count them. That's 8, right? So rod A is 8. We'll just multiply them because remember 3/4 of rod A. Off means multiplication. What will this be? 4. We know that in 4 it's 4 times 1. Right? And 8 is also present in the multiplication of 4. So we can also write it like this. 8 times 1. Yes, we remember 8 times 1 gives us 8. What else? 4 times 2. So 4 times 2 gives us 8. So we know that the same numbers that are in the both multiplication are 4. So we'll choose 4. So 3 over 4 divided by 4 times 8 divided by 4. So that will be 3 over 1 times 2. So what's 3 times 2? 6. Now let's look for the rod that's 6. It has 6 blocks. So let's check which one would that be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Let's check again. The other ones. 1, 2, 3. And then another one. Oh, sorry. This one will be. Yes, 1 minute. Let's count the other ones. Rod D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. Rod D is your answer. Okay, so you just need to multiply them and then answer you get, find out which rod that is. Then what is 50% of rod C? 50%. So it means half. So let's count how many blocks rod C is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now 50% also means half, right? This is 10. So we're supposed to look for a rod that's half, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is rod E. If you want to be more careful, always count the rods and write the numbers beside them. So this is 5, this is 10, so it'll be easy for you, but also make sure that they're the right numbers. Don't get confused in that. Then rod B is dash of rod E, right? What is the fraction? Rod B is how many? 1, 2, 3, 3 over what is total of rod E? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the answer is 3 over 5. So rod B is 3 units over the total. What is the total that we're comparing it with? Is rod E. So that will be 5, 3 over 5. Right? So rod E is 5. That's what we're comparing it with. So we'll write the total at the bottom. And what actually is rod B? It's 3 blocks. So we'll write it at the top. So 3 over 5. Now, question number 11. What is the largest angle? We know that reflexive, the opposite angle is the largest. So we'll choose that. Now, what is this? Mr. Williams gives each of our students 2 pencils, 3 notebooks, and 1 eraser. I know some of the students, some of my students that I tutor were confused about this, so let me explain this. So here, one student, he gave 2. So if one student, he's giving 2 pencils to, then 2 students, he's going to give it 4. So he's writing the multiplication of 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, right? So for the first one, that's what they're doing. The number of students 1, so it's 2 pencils. Number of students 2, 4 pencils. So we're going to choose that. And then the next one, what do? The same thing we do with all of them. Now, the next one, number of students, number of notebooks. So number of students 1, but notebooks they're giving 2. That's incorrect because our notebooks he's giving to one student is 3 notebooks. So this is incorrect. The next one, number of students is 1. And what is the number of pencils? 2. Okay, that's correct. Then 2, they're giving 3. That's incorrect because remember, they're giving every student 2. So if it's 2 in the starting one student is 2, the next student should be 4. In total, he's giving away. We're talking about giving away, okay? Not the next student got 4 pencils. He's just giving away in total. How many is given away? So one student, if you're giving them 2 pencils, so the second student, I'm writing 2 as a second student, you'll give them 2 again. So in total, they're asking how many the 2 students have. So that will be represented by 4, not by 3. So, and then the next one, 1 number of student, 1 eraser, 1 eraser. That's why, because each student is getting 1 eraser. 2 students will get 2 erasers. So you'll choose this as the answer, the next one. Sorry, it's just taking a minute. Sorry, just give it a minute. Okay, so here between 30 and 70 children are joining a school club. When the children put in pairs, there is 1 child left. So when they are dividing it by 2, the number, there's an X number that you're dividing by 2, you're still getting 1 child left. Okay, so 1 child left is left behind. Another, when the children are put in groups of 6, so X is again the same students. When they're put into 6 groups, again there's 1 student left. And then if they are dividing the students into 8 groups, there's still 1 student left. So continuously they're leaving, there is one student being left behind. So we know that there is a number that's common between all of these 2, 6 and 8 that's keep on leaving one child behind. So let's figure that out. So what do we do? LCM. 2, 6 and 8. What number is common between both of them? So 2 you can write here. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm writing the multiplication of 2. 8, 12, 14, 16, 18, 18, 20, 22 and 24. Right? I'm going to write it till 12. Again, let's do it for 3. 1 minute. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, okay, and 27, 30, 33, and 36. Okay, now let's jump to 8. 8 is going to be 8, 16, 24. Now, I have found out the common number that's between both of them, so I can stop here. 24, 24, and 24. That's the number of students, 24, right? But we can't just stop here, okay, it's 24, because what did they tell us? It's a number between 30 and 70. So now we have to find out the multiples of 24. So we can find out that how many students are actually joining the club. So 24 times 1, 24, right? And remember, there's going to be an extra student that we need to add to actually complete the, like, dividing, it becomes like complete. So the student also joins a group. So 24 plus 1, this will give you 25. Nope, because they need a number between 30 and 70. 24 times 2, what will you get? 48. Plus 1, 49. So this is here is how you will, 49 is the number that's between 30 and 70, and you will choose this number. Right? If you don't understand, please do tell me, because I explain this. This is how I explain to the students I tutor, and they understand it very well. So if you don't understand, I can explain it better. You all have my email, and you can also comment down below. So in exam hall, a supervisor is needed for every 10 pupils. There are 99 students. How many supervisors are needed? So remember, there are 99 students, and for every 10 student, there is one supervisor, right? How you can do this directly? You can just divide 99 students divided by 10, right? Because each, like, what is happening here? You'll be dividing the 99 into groups of 9.9 and then 9.9. Okay, groups of like this until you reach 99. So what is it? 99 divided by 10. So you'll find out that the number of supervisors you need is 9.9. Because remember, I can also explain it like this, is that 10 students, 99, minus 10 students, you get 9, 89. So 10 of the students, they left behind, right? So 10 of the students, now they got one supervisor. You'll keep on doing that. 10 of the students again, you'll get a second supervisor. 10 of the students again, you will be getting another supervisor, a third supervisor. You keep on subtracting 10 again and again until you're left with zero students to give to the supervisor, to group them up to the supervisor. So this will be 9 and 79, right? So like this. Here you'll get it easily. 9.9 divided by 10. 99 divided by 10. You will be getting, you need 9.9 supervisors, but you cannot get 9.9 supervisors. So what will you do? Just 10, because then there will be one student left behind, right? So you can just write it like this. So this is like a subtraction. You're continuously subtracting 9, 9, 9. So what can you do directly? Just divide them. 99 divided by 10. So what will you get? You get 9.9. In this one, what do you do? There's another question that students struggle with a lot. Let's start it. So here, there are 40 people invited to a party. They will be seated around tables. The same amount of people will sit at each table. Complete the table below to show all possible arrangements. Here, what are you going to do? Imagine they have only 2 tables. That's what they're trying to say. Only 2 tables. And you're going to divide these 40 people into these 2 tables. How will you do that? 40 divided by 2. That's it. 40 divided by 2, what do you get? 20. So you'll just 20 people on one table and 20 people on the other table, right? So let's do that here. The next one, 4. Now again, it's 40, right, divided by, what is it divided by? 4, because there are 4 tables now. So what are we going to do? 40 divided by 4, 10, right? Now the next one, what are we getting is that you have the number of people per table, so 8, but you don't know how many tables there are. So what you can do here, 8 times 8 times box is going to give you 40. So what is that? 5. So when you divide this by 8, you get 5. So there are 5 tables now. The same thing you will do with the next one. You have 5 times box is equals to 40, right? So what are we going to do? 40 divided by 5. Going to get 8. The next one, 10. Now what is 10? 10 again, you're getting their 10 tables, right? And you want to divide 40 people on that. So 40 divided by 10. In this table, people will be sitting comfortably because there will be only 4 people on each table. Let's go to the next one. Here, there are 40 students invited to a party. Each student will be given a bag of candies. So 40 students, every student will get one bag of candy. The candies are sold in boxes, 6 bags. So in each box, let's draw it. So in each box that you have here, there are going to be 6 bags, right? How many boxes do they need like these to actually make it, to actually have enough for all the students? What you can do here, you'll be subtracting 6 over and over again. So whatever number you get here, you'll get 34. Then you're subtracting 6 again. Okay, so you continuously be subtracting 6 again. So what you can do directly, 40 divided by 6. What do you get here? Okay, so what will we be doing here? 6 times 7, so let's remove that. 6 times 6 is 36. You'll be getting 4 at the bottom. Here will be 3. It will be 10. 4 at the bottom. So now you'll be bringing a point up, and then you're bringing a 0 down. And then what will be this again? 6. And then it will be again, you will be getting 6 above again. So 36 again. So if you're repeating 6, 6, 6, of course, they're not going to be getting 6 and a quarter of a box. So they won't be getting like 6 boxes, and then there will be like a half box. You have to get completely 7 boxes, so they don't miss out any student. Now, how many bags of candies will be left over? Because remember, 7 times 6, you get 42. So there will be 2 bags left over. Okay, let's go to the next one. 1 minute. Okay, let's start. Yeah, so 7 boxes and 2 bags. Again, because remember, you can see that there are 6 bags in each one. In each of the boxes, 6 times 7 will give you 42, right? Because if you have 6 bags in each box, then you'll be repeatedly having those boxes in that. So 6 times 7 is going to give you 42. There are going to be 2 bags left. Because 6 times 6, is going to give you 36. That's going to be less bags for the students. Let's continue to the next one. Okay, the nearest place, you're just going to check the distance. So the smallest place, the closest place is going to be London. Then it's going to be, Prague. And then it's Madrid, I think, yeah. Madrid, Moscow, and then at the end, Delhi. So you can see these, all of these distances, you can just take them up from the box. The closest they are, the smaller, the nearest they're going to be. The next one, what is the answer, is that how much further is Paris is Delhi than Moscow? You just subtract them. So when you subtract them, what do you get? From Paris, okay, 6586, subtracting 2486. 001, 6 minus 2, 4, 4100. 4100. Okay, let's go to the next one. Here, what is the question? It's how much further did swim on Thursday and Wednesday? This was also present in your CA. Let's check. So we're just going to subtract them because how much further? Now this is Thursday, right? He swam on Thursday 5.25. Now they want to know the gap. Like, what do I mean by the gap? Just 1 minute, I'll draw it out. So this is Wednesday. He swam till here 2.75. They want to know how much further. So this is what they're looking for. How much further? The increased path that he reached that place. So we're just going to subtract them. 5.25 minus 2.75. Okay, subtract them. You'll be getting, and remember the decimal numbers, they need to be above and below so you don't make a mistake here. So it will be 4 here and 12 here. 5 minus 5 is 0. This will be 5. And 4 minus 2 is 2, 2.50. That is your answer for this. Now Saturday and Sunday with the total distance, total means that all together. So Saturday is going to be 3 point, let's write the bigger number at the top. So 4.35 plus 3.5. That is 5, 8, 7.85. Again, if you have any questions, you can always comment down below. And there's my email. You can always reach out to me on it. How far did Chris swim on Sunday? So how far did Chris swim on Sunday? Let's check. So on Sunday, it was 4.35. Now here, don't forget, they're saying meters. Give your answer in meters. So don't be in a hurry and just put 4.35. Convert it, 4.35, right? So what is that? Times 1,000 into, it's kilometers into meters. So it will be 1, 2, 3. It will be going outwards. Numbers becoming bigger. 4,350. What is the difference in mass between the heaviest cat and the lightest cat? Now you can check what is the heaviest cat. 5.1. The lightest cat is 3.1. So 5.1 minus 3.1. What is that? 0 to 2.0. There you go. So 2.0. They said the difference and we found the difference. Now what is this? How many packs of books does Mrs. William need to buy? So now Mrs. William is actually getting 19 students in her class. She needs to buy a book for each one of them, right? And the pack contains 4, right? So 4 packs, and then 4 again, and then 4 again, and then 4 again. So how many are there? 4, 8, 16, 20, right? So this is 20. So how many packs does she need? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 packs in total, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 1, another 4, because she needs 5 packs, right? So she can cover up and not miss any students. So 5 packs. How much will she spend? You'll just multiply 5 packs. So each pack 5, 32.50 times 5. Do you understand why it's 5 packs? It's 5 packs because every pack has 4 books and we have 19 students. So she cannot miss even one student, right? If she only has 4 packs, it will be 16. So 4 times 4. Right? So 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, you're getting 16. We don't want to miss any students, so we'll be adding another pack, 4. So 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 5 is 25, 5 here, up to 10, 11, 12, 2 up at the bottom, 1 at the 18, 5, 10, 15, and 16. So 162.50. Okay, now Mrs. William gives each of her students 2 pencils, 3 books, and 1 eraser. And now she has 12 pupils. What are you supposed to do? Just multiply them. So you have 12 pupils in total. You're just going to multiply it by 2. You're going to get 24 for the first one. For the next one, 12 times 3. It's going to be 36. And try to do the quizzes as we go along. Pause and then do the quizzes, because this way you'll know what the answers are and you know how the method to do it. Here, they're saying Megan's bought a dress that is 0.87 meters long. She wants it to be 0.7. She wants to be less. So what do? The whole dress is 0.87. There's not exact measurements. I'm just making them so you can understand. The next one, she wants it to be smaller, right? So 0.79. So she wants to cut this part off, right? She wants to cut this part off. So what do? We subtract 0.87. Remember, when we're cutting something, we're removing it. So we're making it smaller, and that will be subtraction. 0.79. Now here, just subtract them. What do you get? You will get 0.08. Sorry, 1 minute. I can show it to you on the screen. This will become 7. This will become 17. 17 minus 9 is 8. 7 is 0. 0.08 meters is what? And remember, always check the units. Okay. Now Sam buys 10 apples. What is the smallest amount they can weigh altogether? So Sam buys 10 apples, and what is the smallest amount they can weigh altogether? So now apple, he wants it to decrease the amount, right? So we're going to take the lesser weight of the apple and multiply. So 150 grams times 10. Why am I multiplying it by 10? Because each apple is 150, right? I have to keep on adding. Okay, one apple is 150, then the other apple is 150, second one, then another apple is 150. So instead of doing that 10 times, I can just multiply it by 10. Okay, 1500. The next one. I'm sorry, just taking a minute. We can skip this part ahead. Okay, so Jack buys one pineapple, two apples, and three bananas. So if he's saying the largest amount they can weigh altogether, so one pineapple is 900, right? And then the other one, two apples, again, two apples is how much? 250. He wants it to be way higher, so we'll choose the higher value. So 250 and then another 250, right? Because two apples, and then what does he want? Three bananas that he wants to weigh them higher. So 120 and 120 and another 120. Right? So we can add all of this. It will be 0, 5, 10, 12, 14, 16. 6 will be here, 1 here, 9, 10, then 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17, 16. There you go. Don't forget, if you want to do it this way, this longer pathway, like writing them all together, keep in mind the numbers are above each other properly. Sorry, just taking a minute. Okay, sorry, just taking a minute. Okay, now Sam buys 300 grams of apricots. What is the largest number of apricots he can get? So now they're telling us that 300 grams, right? So 300 grams, they want us. Now, the previous one we were multiplying because we kept on adding and adding. Now here, the apricots, the largest number is 35. So you'll be subtracting because 300 minus 35 will give you one apricot, right? Because they know that the heavier apricot, the one apricot that's heavier weighs 35. So when you subtract here by 35, you get the answer of one apricot, right? So what can we do directly? We can just we can just divide them because you'll be subtracting over and over and over again, right? So what you can do here is you can, 35, we can do it by, okay, so 35 times 5, let's do 35, 5 times 5 is 25, right? 25, yes. 1 minute. Yes. So 5 times 5 is going to be 25. 5 here to above, then 5 times 15, 16, 17, 175. Okay, that's too small. So 35 times 9. 9 times 5 is 45. 5 here, 4 up. 9 times 3, 27. 315. Right, so 35 times 9 is too big. And you'll be getting 9. Sorry, 8. Because that's the number that will be smaller. 35 times. Okay, so they here, sorry, my bad here, they're saying what is the largest number of apricots? So large number of apricots, you will divide by 30 because if they're smaller, he'll get a larger number. So 300 divided by 30 directly, right? So just getting 1 and 10. So 30 here. Yeah, so he wants a larger number, not the heavier ones. So the larger number, so it will be 10 here. Let's go to the next one. Okay, here again, the same thing you will do like you did previously. It's 1 times 1 times 1, the volume, and 5 times 4 times 3. So what is 5 times 4? 20. 20 times 3 is 60. So just write here 60. Okay, now here, what are you going to do? You're going to, they're saying less than half or more than half. So you can just convert this into a decimal because half is 0.5, right? So you can convert each one of those numbers into a decimal. So 2 over 7, what will you get? 7 to 0. You'll be getting 2. So this one is less than half, right? Because here, what do I mean? You'll be putting a 0 at the bottom. 2 will be 14, so you'll be getting 6 here. There you go. So it's 0.2 less than a half. 7 over 14, if you simplify it, you can simplify it here. So you'll be dividing by 7, and 14 is also in the multiplication of 7, so you'll be getting 1 over a half. 5 over 9, so 9 divided by 5, 0 point, again here, 5. So 0.5, and then we have to do it a bit further to understand is it equals to, more than, or half. So it'll be 45 here, you subtract, you're getting 5 again. So you're putting another 0 here. You can't put another 0 without adding anything at the top because there's already a decimal and a 0. So you'll be adding 5 here again. 0.55, that's more than a half. The next one, 3 over 4, 4 outside, 3 inside. 0 point, again, you'll be putting it outside, 7, 28. What is that? You get 2, you get 0 here, put another 0, 5, 0.7. The next one, 1 over 3. 0.3, because that's going to be 9, and then you put another one, so 0.3 is just going to be below. Yeah, even if it has like a larger next number, then 2 over 3, 3, and then 2 on the side. What is it going to be? 0.0, add a 0 here. And then what is the biggest number? 3 times? It will be 6. So 0.6, that means it's more than a half, right? I'm so sorry, you can skip these parts because I just need to upload it. It can reach out. Okay, so here what is cutting it into equal halves? This one and this one, right? The next one, it's going to be circle all the squares that are cut line symmetry. It's going to be this one's cutting it half directly from one corner to the other, and this one, and this one. Let's go to the next one. Now here you're supposed to, let me zoom in, you're going to count how many numbers there are. So here you're going to get 8, right? You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here you're going to get 3. Then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 above. On the side, you can see there are 2, and on this side, there are 3, and it's 1 here. When you add all of them, you get 22. So just write 22 here. Let's go to the next one. Perimeter, just you can do it easily like this without any hassle. Now, in the first one, they're saying Sally grows flowers. Here's a diagram of the flower garden. The area of the garden is 18, right? So 18, what are we getting? 9 times 2, 6 times 3, right? That's it. And 18 times 1. So now let's do this. Now what is it going to be? The first shapes, as you can see, when you count them, you can just directly count them to find out what the perimeter is smaller. Now if it's 6 times 3, also this is going to be 6 plus 6 plus 3 plus 3, right? It's going to be 12 and 6, so 18. And then here 9 plus 9, which is going to be 18 plus 2 plus 2, 4. So 18 plus 4, 12, 22. 18 plus 4, sorry, it's going to be 22. Yeah. So here, what are you getting? So or either it's 18 times 1, right? So here you can either get this or you can count all of the sides again, like we did previously. It's the same shape. You can count it. What are you getting in the previous one? 22. So what is that? That's yours 9 times 2, right? So this is what you're getting, the area as 18, and 22 is the area of, is the perimeter. You can count that, you can all of these. So let's do one of them. Like the first one, let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? 9 here, and 2 at the side. So they want the perimeter to be smaller, but the area to be larger. 1, 2, so 2. And then 1, 2, 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, right? So when you can add them, you will be choosing this one. Now, if we can choose the above one, we can also check the perimeter of the above one. What will this be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 again, and here 1, 1, 2, 3. When you add these, what do you get? And sorry, 2 here. You get 22, right? So in this one, you're getting this. And the bottom one, what is the perimeter of the new garden? What will you be getting as the perimeter of the new garden? It will be, let's check. What is the perimeter? Okay, so we are done for today. Take care of your